most of the time people start feeling that if they are non-reactive, if they are passive, if they do not cause a bad situation, or if they just look away, then they are good people because they are not causing anybody any harm. They are not the problem. They see the problem, but they are not contributing to it. They think that if they just stay unattached, then everything is fine and they didn't do anything wrong. But all of us at some level have some responsibility towards the world that we see around us. And we all are in some position responsible for the decisions and for the livelihoods of the people around us. Whether it is a parent who has to take care of, let's say, a father who has to take care of his family, the wife and the children, and maybe even their parents, or it is the mother who has to take care of the children and take care of her husband and take care of her own family. Whether it is, let's say, in organizations, the departments that take care of people that are basically responsible for keeping sure or making sure that everybody is happy and everybody is safe. Or if we go towards a bigger picture, the country, then the legal system that is taking care of the whole world. So, all of us on some level have some responsibility to see things correctly, understand what is wrong and what is right, and take action accordingly, give consequences accordingly. If, let's say, there is a problem in the family, and if somebody goes to the patriarch of the family, let's say they go to the father and they take a problem to him, but the father does not have a moral compass. Let's say the father does not understand between right and wrong, and he does not know what to do in that situation. At that time, the whole family becomes gets in a trouble, right? They end up in a situation that they had not anticipated. Then the mother needs to step in, the woman of the family needs to step in, and then she takes over the whole the burden of the family. Now she has to take care of so many other things that only women can do, and now she has to become the man of the house also. Now let's go to departments like, let's say, HR. Okay, there are people in organizations who are responsible for for this department, right? The department that takes care of people and takes care of their own well-being. But in my experience, I have not yet found out places where I have not met people who have told me great things about organizations which had HRs that were really helping people or doing something. And that might be because of multiple other reasons, whatever you think is valid for you or justifiable for you. Then, if you go to the country and if you start looking at the protectors of the country, and you start thinking of how people stuck in tough situations actually go to them and ask for help, how many people actually get helped by these people stuck in these situations. And yes, most countries do really well and they do their best, but at the same time, how many come back feeling really valued and as if their problems were valid? I was speaking to somebody, and this person was in such a role. And I started to understand that this person had started seeing the world as in a very nice way, in a very humanitarian way, where he felt that everybody deserved a chance, everybody deserved a opportunity, and people should not be, we should see the humanity in everyone, and we should not judge people in this and that. And while it was nice to hear, while it was nice to see, at the same time, I was thinking that this person has been put in a position where this person has been given the responsibility of taking care of the world around him. Whoever comes to him, he has been given the blessing to be in a job where he can sense from what is right and what is wrong. And at this moment, is he choosing to be useful? Is he choosing to be correct? Or is he just choosing that he does not get involved in giving out consequences because he does not want to look like the bad person? Maybe he is stuck in a place where he feels that it should not be my responsibility to decide what is wrong and what is right. Then why are we, see, if we do not follow what was our purpose or what we were required to do, then we should not be very surprised when life does not feel good to us, when life does not feel blissful to us, when we do not feel happy, because we were chosen for a specific purpose and we refused to look at it. We ignored it because it felt too cumbersome. It felt very full of burdens, right? And we thought, no, I don't want to do it. Let somebody else do it. At the same time, we felt extremely unhappy and we thought, why do I not feel fulfilled? And maybe it's because there was a purpose, there was a meaning behind your job that you refused to look at and you took it lightly. And now, since you have misaligned yourself with what was your true purpose, that everything feels heavy for you, everything feels like a burden for you. And now you don't feel at rest because your soul is not at rest, because you see problems, but you are choosing to look away. Even if none of us are in positions like these, even if we don't hold responsibilities, which is tough because most of us have either parents or children or somebody to look after and somebody to that gives us the responsibility to know what is right and what is wrong so we can teach them. But let's say we do not take that opportunity and we let it go. Then we end up in situations where we become smaller as a soul, we become less than. It's very important for us to not be passive about the world around us. It is very important for us to stand up and speak up when things are not okay. When we are passive, we cannot expect that things will not happen to us. When we are passive about other people, when we are passive about ourselves, we cannot guarantee that if we are just passive in this situation will not repeat itself and it will not happen to me or the people that I love. So it's very important that we at least recognize and speak out when we think things are not in order and things are not in alignment, because it's very feels very small being passive, just looking away and not seeing the problem feels very small, but it contributes and it then snowballs into such a huge cultural, or let us say such a foundational issue for everybody involved, where your sense of what is wrong tends to become smaller and smaller, and everything starts to feel justified. Sometimes we tell people that just because everybody does something, and if I also do the same thing, then it automatically means that it is right. But that's not how the world works. That's not how spirituality works. That's not how God sees it. He does not see you doing something what everybody else also does and you doing it also as now making it right. He does not see an updated version of the world where you can just change your beliefs because that's what everybody else does. That's because it's the easier version of being. That's not how God works. It's very important for us to choose the right path. And yes, it would be heavy sometimes. Yes, it would be. Sometimes you would feel the consequences. I'm not going to lie. Being right and choosing the path which is true will not always feel easy, but you will feel light. You will never feel burdened. You will never feel misaligned. I think the biggest gift that you can give to yourself in this life is to become so one with yourself, is to become so aligned with yourself that when you look in the mirror, you feel happy to see the person that you see. And it might feel tough to get there, but it is so worth it.